You guys are gonna watch me watch these other people. Not bad.
Ooh, no, that goes kind of hard.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of nice.
What the fuck?
Satisfaction. Here. Wait, one of them's mine though, and I think one of them's.
They have, absolutely. The world's completely out of their mind. And what happened before that?
Mass rapes? Huh? Huh?
What? You deny that mass rapes happen, not that rapes happen. Listen to my words.
Yes, I do.
Okay,
I do
good.
deny
Well, there you go.
Because there is no evidence. And
I just
for
showed
the
you
record,
two.
The clips that you used, ironically
Actually, I
enough,
showed
the
you
reason why I
three.
say it's out of context is because at that point, I personally took a position where I said very carefully and very deliberately that mass rapes that are directed by Hamas did not happen. There was no evidence.
Oh, they're talking about that. I thought he was being accused of mass rapes. I was like, how? I was like, look how the cookie crumbles. I was actually hyped. I was praying on bro's downfall for a minute there. Man, I thought we were about to see the downfall of Hassan. I was like, dude, I'm signing up for this. How can I get a can I buy a front row ticket for this? Anyways. Destiny goes off on Hassan denying rapes. Hmm?
In first place, we have Team Lana. Second place, Team Botez. Third place, Team Neff. And fourth place, Team Quan. Now, the real question here, though, is how does this impact your standing in the competition? Let's see the total leaderboard.
But these are added to the total leaderboard.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Come on, let's see it. Come on.
My 10% vote?
Wait, what?
All right.
I'm
winning. Whoa! My gosh. This really changed up the competition.
Wait, what? Streamers are cancer? Yeah, I know, but what is this? Progressive new show is viewbotting streamers again. Confirmed it on Discord it was viewbotted and decided not to stream it. Will and Austin also not streaming it. I just don't care. I just do not give a fuck. Who unlawfully arrested him? No shot.
How's it going, officer? Oh, you're the guy who arrested me, huh? Oh, you're the guy who unlawfully arrested me. Wow. Pardon me? Yeah, you're being sued right now, huh? That's crazy. Do you feel proud of that? Fucking coward. Fucking coward.
Alright. He's just like sitting outside of the police department. He's literally just sitting outside the police department just waiting for this one guy. I guess it's good though, he got his clip.
Oh my god, I wish I had my fucking camera just now. No fucking way. That's the guy, bro. That's the fucking guy, Chad.
Yeah, he's literally sitting outside the police department.
I suggest you blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's a pending court case for you, motherfucker. Pending court case for you. I beat my shit. Sorry I'm so hyped right now, Chad, but I beat my shit. You need to be your...
Hey, yo. Pause on that. Yo, I beat my shit. Let's relax on that a little bit, dog. For real. Let's relax on that. I wouldn't be saying I beat my shit that loud. But... Yeah, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
Got my fucking camera just now. No fucking way. I beat my shit. Sorry I'm so hype right now, chat, but I beat my shit. You need to be you got allegations against you. You might not want to be talking to me.
You need to be
Say some shit.
you need to be what? wait. You need to be what? You look like you almost told us we need to beat our shit too. Hold on.
Pending court case for you, motherfucker. Pending court case for you. Sorry I'm so hype right now, chat, but I beat my shit. You need to be you got allegations against you. You might not want to be talking to me. Before you say some shit.
It's funny. We're gonna clip that, put on TikTok. I beat my shit. You said what? Hey, what'd you say? What do you mean by that? Apparently, Dr. Lupo got caught cheating in a chess match, which to me really isn't that big of a fucking deal to be cheating at chess. I don't think cheating on a video game is a big deal in general, me personally. But what I will say is a big deal is he cheated, and the prize pool, the prize pool is 100K. If it was like a friendly match that like there's no consequences, yeah, dude, who the fuck cares? Cheat all you want. Like if you're playing a Call of Duty lobby, fuck it, dude, who cares? Yeah, big deal, yeah. If you're in like a Call of Duty lobby, or if you're like playing Oblivion or some solo game, fuck it, dude, cheat all you want, who cares? But if you're in a tournament for money, that's a big yikes, pal. And then, you know what was even funnier is that he went back and then doubled it down. Like after the stream, he was like, apparently he called the guy he cheated against. It was like, well, apparently everyone's saying I'm cheating. I don't know where they're getting that from. And then like literally the next day, he's like, yeah, so I cheated.
I've seen this before. He was sitting, and he like got up, and I think it was like a survival thing for me. You know?
That's fucked up. Can you go back to back real quick just to see the size comparison?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my god.
Maybe we go side to side.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
You guys are so uncoordinated. Go back to back. This is actually crazy.
Oh my gosh.
That is insane.
Zoil is a big back, dude.
That is fucking nuts, bro.
I am really
Bro, his levelings is unhinged.
Oh man.
Yeah.
She's 5'2". He's 6'9" though. But he could literally be so chatted up if he just stopped fucking eating. Like, just stop. You know what? You know what's the dumbest fucking thing I've heard all day? Some other guy yesterday on TikTok was like, apparently if you eat at a calorie deficit, that gets rid of your metabolism. That slows your metabolism all the way down. I don't even know what the fuck was on my screen. Rough segs with Hassan Tito on car. I didn't even know what that was, bro. Anyways, he said, "Oh, if you're at a calorie deficit, your metabolism slows." Can we just use our like mental capacity to think this through? If I eat at a calorie deficit, okay, let's just say that my own calories, I burn off 1,900 calories a day, just existing. Just existing. You're telling me that if I eat below that 1,900 calories, my body will stop using 1,900 calories? It just doesn't make any sense. Even if it does, even if it slows down to like 1,400 calories. At some point, I could just keep eating at a calorie deficit. My body will have to eventually get into a point where, hey, we still have to use a certain amount of calories to fucking get by. So, like, this whole metabolism shit, also, you can't show me a metabolism. Like, no one can prove metabolism even exists. So it's like, what even is metabolism, dude? But yeah, it's like, oh well, if you eat below your calorie deficit, then you're gonna slow your metabolism. So what? Who the fuck cares? Then I'll eat below my slow metabolism. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. What? That's so cringe, dude. Oh well, don't eat below. So reality, instead of eating below your calorie maintenance, you should be eating above it. Yeah, fuck off, dude. How to stay fat. It's like the CDC says your metabolism slows if you eat below your calorie deficit. Yeah, the CDC is fucking retarded. So who the fuck cares about that?
With due respect, that you owned up to it, can you comment on whether it was an engine or not? So when I posted on Twitter about it, at that point I come clean, and whether you believe that or not, that's fine. Ultimately, the moves I'm assuming then came from a cheat engine, because if they were 26 perfect, yeah, they obviously had to be sourced from that.
He does. It's not the cheating for Lupo that kind of like makes me not like the guy. It's his attitude, and I'll show you what I mean if his clips pop up. No fucking Mame's way, bruh. No way. I can't, bruh. everyone's like get this fucking oh my god, bro. Oh my god, that's so funny. Oh, dude. Someone did the cinema. Dude, he has the best emotes, bro. Well, this is all 7TV too. I have 7TV worked into my chat, so if anyone had it, they could see it. But people who don't have 7TV, the extension, can't see the emotes. So if I took off 7TV, this would just look like LOL. They wouldn't see that emote. That is hilarious, though. What is Poke doing?
I feel like we can't hurt him from here.
What is Poke doing?
No, yeah, we can't. We can't.
Look at
The
it.
armor's too crazy. Let's just leave. Let's just leave.
No way that missile goes in here.
Yes, it does.
That's actually a good clip. That's actually such a good clip. What the fuck
I feel
do
like
you
we
mean?
can't hurt him from here.
No, yeah, we can't. We can't. His armor's too crazy. Let's just leave. Let's just leave.
No way that missile goes in here.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, Poke still streams. Last streamed 2 days ago.
I feel like we can't hurt him from here.
No, yeah, we can't. We can't. His armor's too crazy. Let's just leave. Let's just leave.
No way that missile goes in here.
Yes, it does.
That is such a good clip, though. That shit is good.
Oh, dude, the dude. Oh my god. Dude back there. Oh my god, he was dying back there. I did not even hear that, bro. I was busy counting down up. Dude, I was too. Yeah, I would have won that. You're lucky.
I would have won that. You're lucky. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Kanye West got banned. It's unfortunate.
You're something. You're
RETARD. No.
Even the N word doesn't fit either. The F word.
Kanye is retarded. Yeah. Haven't watched Poke since beefing with Penta. Poke actually went off, started beefing with XQC. You know how like XQC came at started to be friends with Poke again. Poke went and then like self-sabotaged that whole relationship. He also sabotaged his relationship with every streamer in Austin, like Soda Poppin literally everyone. And then I think he was only friends with XQC for a little bit, and then he sabotaged that. He sabotaged his relationship with Train, sabotaged his relationship with Jesse. And it's like, bro, Poke is just like, he's a serial self-sabotager. He literally just fucks his, he gets jealous too. That's why because he ruined his relationship with XQC because XQC and him would stream games together, but the viewership from XQC wasn't translating to Poke. And so Poke saw it as XQC isn't doing what he can to help me grow as a streamer. So basically he got mad that XQC was still growing and he wasn't, so he thought it's a whole thing. He thought that he deserved more than what he was getting, basically. It's like, bro, fuck you. So now they don't even talk. You know what I've also realized is that I don't really have any hobbies. I need to learn how to like play guitar or something, because like we're about to watch SQC skate. Can't fucking skate for shit. I have like no hobbies that I'm good at outside of like technology and like gaming and shit like that. Is this ever gonna load? Okay, Kick is just retarded. We're not gonna watch SQC skate. I lied. People who work have less hobbies. Yeah, well, that's true. I watched this interaction. This shit screams like, help me. I'm trying to find what's his face? Lupo's clips. But I thought we were gonna be somewhere closer to here. Kanye West banned in 7 minutes. All right, we're gonna have to go up and then find the Lupo clip. Where is it at? Oh, is there not a Dr. Lupo tag? I have to search it up myself. Here we go. See if this is it.
It's okay. Like I said before, I cheated and then lied about it, and paying the price, man. We're gonna need. Probably gonna take a break after this.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Also,
and paying the price, man. I lied directly to Wolf. Pity or anything like that. That's just. I was thinking about this morning. Also, I just want to clarify. I apologize if I look like I've been beat to hell and sleep last night. Morning.
Let's watch this. Let's analyze this.
Like that yet? Because first we're gonna start today talking about Paw Champs. So if you didn't see, I posted on Twitter about it, and there's a couple things to clarify. A lot of it, whether you believe me or not, is fine. I get it. But I lied to you yesterday. I cheated against Wolf. He's a better player than me. And that second game, obviously 26 moves in a row. Yeah, I cheated. I was thinking about this morning. Also, I just want to clarify. I apologize if I look like I've been beat to hell and sleep last night. That's not to build sympathy.
It is, though. It is. That when I watch this, that is to build sympathy. Well, you could say that. what he's doing here, though, is he's deflecting onto a much more much more comfortable topic. Yeah, he ragged Dr. Disrespect for cheating, and I look at him. Yeah, well, people were also quick to call out that he used to cheat really bad when he used to play Destiny 1. But the thing that gets me is this apology. He's like a kid. He knows he should be making eye contact with the camera. He knows, because you can see he makes eye contact 2-3 times when he says the word "I cheated." He says those specific, he'll make eye contact. But otherwise, he's not making eye contact, which means he's afraid. He does not. He can't accept the responsibility for that. It's too uncomfortable for him. I wish we could see his hands so we could see what like self-soothing techniques he's trying, like maybe like rubbing his leg or something like that. But this deflection right here, where he goes, also, apologize that I look bad because I didn't sleep last night. Who the fuck cares? Why would you even say that? Who the fuck cares? No one cares about that. And if you say, well, I know it's not to build sympathy, it almost, even saying that makes it seem like you're directly trying to get sympathy. So just don't even say anything, dude. But I know why he's switching to that topic, because he's trying to feel more comfortable in the current scenario, and saying I cheated is obviously very uncomfortable. So now he's switching to something that he's much more comfortable for him.
Or pity or anything like that. That's just the situation. So the reason I brought it up is if I ramble, it's because I didn't sleep much.
It's just a cop out. If he rambles, it's because he's guilty. People who are guilty, they ramble. It just is what it is.
What ended up happening, I betrayed the trust of the chess community.
What he's going to do here is what I will never do. Even if I ever get to a situation where I cheat as bad as he cheated, or I'm cheating for money or something like that, I will never do what he's about to do.
I betrayed the trust of my chat, and I lied directly to Wolf. And so if for some reason you see this, I'm sorry. I got caught in a fight or flight moment and panicked and doubled down. The reason I'm saying this stuff is not because I'm like, I don't want sympathy. I don't need that. Actually, if anything, I told mods to not censor anything in chats today, because it's the only. I mean, I deserve it. I do. I absolutely deserve it.
What like cuck behavior is that? Okay, if I do some crazy shit, I'll apologize. Fair. You got me. I'll apologize. But you will never catch me going out there saying, "Oh, I just deserve. You guys should beat the shit out of me. Guys, everyone throw rocks at me. I deserve it. Throw your rocks. I'll take it. I told mods, you guys can call me worthless piece of shit, loser, idiot. I deserve that." It's like, yo, fuck you. I'm not going to cuck myself on stream for you guys to throw rocks. I'll apologize. It is what it is. And then I'm going to fucking stream tomorrow and it be what it be. Who gives a fuck? But like this cuck shit where he's like, "Oh, you guys get to talk shit to me, but today only, guys. Today only I deserve to have shit talk to me." Oh, fuck you, dude. Don't talk shit to me.
Excited to have a big creator in their space. At least used to be big. I've loved chess for a really long time. Played when I was in middle school and high school, and I am appalled and embarrassed. It's funny too,
dude. It's fucking chess, dude. It's fucking chess, dude. And it wouldn't have even been that big of a deal if you weren't playing for money. Like no one would even fucking care. Shouldn't Twitch ban you for cheating? Fuck off, dude. Like, isn't cheating against the platform rules? Who gives a fuck? It's all good, man. It's only chess. You are a Tarky god. But everyone is pointing out now that he's cheating in Tarkov too. Which is even funnier. Because he's like, "My bad, guys. I cheated on chess. My bad." And then all of his viewer base is like, "Yeah, well, you cheat on Destiny 1 and Tarkov too." So, and I think he admits that somewhere over here. Oh, here it is. "Almost like people are human and mistakes happen. Guess you shitting all over Doc without direct knowledge of the facts is a bit of a leap." Yeah, real. This is what a man looks like, owning it. Dirty, cheating bastard, whatever. Who cares?
because I'm the Tarkov guy that's always very anti-cheater, right? And then of course it's the person that's so loud and vocal about it that turns around and ends up doing it, and it sucks. I don't have like a. I want to make sure it's clear too. I don't have like a script or anything. This is mostly just me talking off the top of my head because I wanted to make sure that you understood. I'm not trying to like. I didn't chat GPT or pre-write something. I thought a lot about it, about what to say, but I didn't want to write anything because I want to make sure that you understood that I was being genuine. I recognize too that by betraying your trust, because I lied to you guys too.
Bro, who cares? I don't understand this shit, okay? To sit there and apologize for lying is like, yeah, you shouldn't lie or whatever, but to act like people that don't lie, like there's not a single person in this chat that hasn't lied, ever. There's just not, you're just not gonna find one. It's like, bro.
People that watch me, obviously there's gonna be people that are gonna be
Who
flowing.
the fuck cares? Who literally gives a fuck? If he went live and was like, hey, yo, by the way, I cheated on that chess shit, my bad, and then continued on, bro, no one gives a fuck. No one gives a shit. This doesn't get clipped. You don't have to sit there and apologize and get fucking a bunch of rocks thrown at you by some fucking retards who are sitting at home all day on their computer. Like, you could just go on with your day. Like, there's no need to make it this big spectacle.
Nobody that watches me has to defend. I'm a 38-year-old man, and of all the places to do what I did it in a tournament for a game that I very much enjoy.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is doing it in the tournament. And if he would have played the next round while the guy he cheated against had to sit out, that's kind of some hoe shit. But whatever. But he admitted it like the day after he did it. Not even a day, not even a full 24 hours. So it's like, okay, so the guy who he cheated against gets to take his place now because he cheated. Fair's fair. And then PogChamp kicked him out, said he can't compete anymore. Okay, fair is fair. That's it. That should be the end of it. Like,
and it was dumb as fuck, man.
Like, shit-talking himself, ragging on himself, having his chat rag on him as well. It's just like, it's just weird, dude. Like, why?
So, yeah. I'm sorry for that. Now, to guarantee that it won't happen again... that part was to cover bases with you guys, and hopefully, I know there's gonna be people that don't believe one way or another that are still gonna name. Dude, my Twitter mentions are on fire. They deserve to be. They absolutely deserve to be.
Bro, no, they don't. It's chess. It's fucking chess. And you admitted it the day after. No one gives a fuck.
No doubt.
You like, bro, that's so odd, bro. I don't even watch Lupo. Matter of fact, I used to not. I still really don't like Lupo. I think he's immature. But at the end of the day, bro, you gotta do what you gotta do. And there's not a single motherfucker in his chat that hasn't done some fucked up shit before. Not a single one. So cheating in a fucking online video game match.
Fucking stupid.
Who cares, dude? Who gives a fuck?
Anyway, that's for you guys.
And it does warrant an apology just because of the tournament that he was in. It does warrant an apology, but to rag yourself and say that everyone deserves to be shit-talking you and ragging you is like, you're so weird, bro. Like, it's so weird.
For me, and the reason I'm going to say it
it's like weird behavior.
On stream is not to give like an excuse. There's no excuse. But I know why, and I want to say it on stream because for a while I was going to a therapist.
Oh, fuck off!
I kind of fell through because the guy that I was talking to didn't really line up super well, and I never bothered to go find another one. And one of the things that he and I had been talking about that I very clearly need to go back and talk to someone else about, and this will all make sense in a second if you've watched me for more than 5 seconds. If you're in here just to like take the shots, I get it. Please fire away. Like I said, I deserve it. But I have a very, very fragile ego. I've often wondered whether or not I was cut out for this job because I'm a super sensitive guy. I for whatever reason take things that people say strangers say to heart. Again, this is not justification. This is not an excuse. I fully
Grow up. See, I told you. Didn't I just say that? I said he's immature, and he's gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, I take everything that people say I take it to heart." Grow the fuck up, dude. Grow up.
I'm the one that made the choice and fucked up yesterday. 100%, and I understand there's going to be ramifications for that.
Like, you know, it makes me think, like, do these guys not have, like, unfortunate things that have happened to them? Like, has their parents not died? Has someone close to them not passed away? Like, are you not... Oh, clearly they're not close with God. Because it's like, dude, if you look at the larger picture, none of this shit is even... It doesn't fucking matter, dude. This shit doesn't matter. So for him to sit here and be like, I take the things that online strangers say to heart. I really do. Fuck off, dude. Go to church or something, dude. Why does that bother you? Why does this guy... Let's see. Let's go find one. I hope you burn your microwave tea. This isn't even really for him. Let's see. You're a 38-year-old dad. We're behind you no matter what. Okay, whatever. Where's all the haters at, though? Are there any haters? Someone in your chat accused me of microwaving my tea, so if you believe in karma... Oh, like someone, like some retard like this. Not only did you cheat, but there was also money at stake. Who cares? Who actually gives a fuck? Who actually cares?
And I'm gonna face that shit head on. Because I think it's the only way to actually handle mistakes. Because I made a really big, really stupid one in front of thousands of people, and fight or flight hit. I panicked and tried to lie, and man, that was dumb as fuck too.
I mean, I get it.
Anyway, so
I get him feeling bad and wanting to apologize, but like, it really doesn't fucking matter.
For a long time, like I said, I had been seeing a therapist,
And and that's another thing. Don't fucking tell us about your therapy. Do not tell me shit about your therapy. Okay? We don't want to know. All people are going to do is take that information and use it against you later on. Do not tell people you go to a fucking therapist. Do not do that. That is retarded. And even if you did go to a therapist, do some shit like this. Like, dude, go to some AI psychiatrist. Like, who the fuck cares, dude? Who cares? But don't, like, telling someone online, like, to people you don't know, yo, hey, I go to a therapist, and what he said was, my cock is just too big, and because of that, it creates a false sense of main character syndrome, is what he called it, just because my cock is just too large. It's like, dude, why? Like, why tell us that? It's like, why? It doesn't make any sense. Because this is like clearly a sympathy thing.
One of the things that I have tried to work on, or I tried to work on with him, and like I said, I need to find a new one, is the fragility of my ego.
That's just growing up, though. Like, how have you gotten to 38 with a fragile ego? How?
You can see it in previous streams too, where people, in fact, when Marathon came out and a friend was doing a 24-hour stream, commentary about how I looked, which I know that I shouldn't take to heart, got to me. And I raised my voice at a friend that didn't do anything. And I shouldn't have done that. And I recognize that it's because I, for whatever reason, and obviously, like I said, need to talk to somebody about it.
That's the 5th fucking time he said that. That is the 5th time he said, oh, I need to talk to somebody. You don't. You're a dude. You're a man. Grow the fuck up. Grow up. Dude, your beard's ugly. Okay. I don't give a fuck. I do not care. Your teeth are yellow. Oh, you know what's crazy is I don't give a fuck. You know what's crazy about that? Is I don't give a shit. You're balding. Your hairline's going back. I don't care, dude. Like, I do not care. I will be dead in 60 years, dude. I do not give a fuck.
Commentary from strangers impact me in a way that results in me doing things that I would not expect of myself, but very obviously are part of me because I'm the one that did them. In that case, raising a voice. It's happened. That has happened with other people that I respect, and there have been repercussions from that.
It's like a kid. It's like a kid. It's like he doesn't have the emotional intelligence to sit there and go, why am I raising my voice at this person? Or when someone upsets me, I'm just gonna get louder than them. Like that's a kid. That's a kid. Am I wrong to think that that's a kid? If you're gonna sit there and people are gonna say, sir, your eyebrows look a little rough around the edges, and you're like, are you fucking for real, dude? Watch your fucking mouth. Like, yo, that's kid behavior. That's like, he doesn't understand that like you're old. You're a grown-up. You have to act a certain way to get certain reactions from other people. And you're not like King Louis of some fucking, you're not a king, dude. Like you can't just sit there and shit talk people and think that that's going to put you in a position where they still respect you.
That sucks, but I deserve them. And in this case,
You don't You do not deserve shit. You do not deserve anything. Like, not only do you not deserve praise, but you also don't deserve shit talk. You do not deserve anything. To convince yourself otherwise is just, that's a part of him being a kid. Like, whenever you go into the kitchen and your mom tells you, like, hey, don't eat anything before dinner, and you purposely go in there and get snacks, and then your mom finds you eating snacks, she's like, yo, what the fuck's wrong with you? You're like, oh, I deserve to be yelled at. It's like, that's a kid, dude. Like, you do not deserve to be shit talked, but nor do you deserve to be praised. Just say you fucked up, you did something cool, whatever. No one else can say that oh my god, what a fucking cheater, dude. I would never. Fuck you, dude. There's no way.
Stuff from chat between previous games infest my mind, and I made the choice to do what I did, and it sucks. It sucks. I know.
The way that he's apologizing, you would think that he like just got convicted of like sexual misconduct charges, like you would think that there's like some like allegations against him that's in like in an pending court case. That's what you would think. Nah, he cheated in a chess match. He just cheated in one simple chess match. It's not that big of a deal.
I know that there's gonna be people that feel betrayed, that they put their trust in someone. Believe me, I have been there, which makes it even worse because I know what it's like to put your trust in a person you look up to, and they betray said trust. And I did that to a lot of people.
Oh my! I can't reiterate that enough. It's a fucking chess match, dude.
I'm not asking for forgiveness. There's gonna be people that don't. I'm not asking for you to listen. The internet's gonna say what they're gonna say. I deserve it. I do. Lay it on, please. Because honestly, it's the only way. Me putting this out in a permanent place in the internet, I think, is the only way that
if he says to hold himself accountable,
to do something that
I swear I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
If I hope to do something about it, then this is the way to do it, right? Getting exposure to the people in chat, people on Twitter. I read it all, man. Even against the best wishes of people that care about me, because I think putting that in front of me, it's not gonna get a good framework for the impact of me doing what I did, unless I see it directly.
I will say that though. I will give Lupo this. At least he hasn't done anything crazy like, and this clip might age like fucking milk, dude. At least he hasn't done anything like with minors or with fans or with any sort of sexual allegations or like money laundering or any kind of crazy shit. The worst thing Lupo's done to this point is he is a little bit of a hypocrite and he cheated in a chess match. So I'll give him that. I mean, there are people that we've seen apologize that are like, there's people we've seen apologize that have done some real crazy shit. So the fact that he cheated in a chess match is like that's no matter. What's up, Ate? Do I think Ethan's girl will do a financial services part-time? I don't think she's smart enough to do financial services part-time. So, nor do I think that either of them has the motivation to do that part-time. So, no. But Ate might. You could probably get Ate on the call. Maybe she'll do something like that. Ate's pretty smart. She could probably do it.
So, I also recognize fully that there's going to be people that are like, well, he cheated in a game of chess. He's probably cheating at Tarkov. He's probably cheating at XYZ thing. And that's fine. Yeah, in the YouTube chat. How do we know he hasn't been cheating at everything? You don't. I understand.
But even if he was, that's the thing. How do we know he's not cheating at everything? Even if I was, who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck? No one cares.
Yeah.
Wow, that was nice. Yeah, maybe.
There's no way actually for me. You're 100% right. There's no way for me to prove otherwise to you, and I understand that. Not like I said. I know some people are gonna say it, I'm not a victim. The people that are victims are people that that trusted me. That Wolf, Daniel,
bro,
Danny Ranch,
bro. When we talk about victims, we mean like murders or people who've been raped or people who've been scammed. Like, this is a fucking chess match, my dog. It's a fucking chess match, my dog. Oh my god. Ate can be your hire. LOL for what? For this financial services thing. That we have recently come into a very lucrative business offer. And the only trouble we're having is finding employees for said business offer. Because we basically need the employees to make the money. There's so much money to be made, we need employees to make said money. And they get the majority of the cut, but so do we. But I can't make all the money by myself. And neither can Levelings. So there's too much money to be made, and we can't make all of it alone. So we need other people to also make it while we're making it. So then we'll take a cut of what you make, and you'll also get the money that we can't make for us. We'll give it to you. So then it's a whole thing. There's a lot of money to be made there, but it's a whole different thing. But essentially, there's so much money in this pot that I could just reach in there and grab with my hands. I will never be able to pull enough out. So I need other people to pull it out too. What is it though? It's a whole thing. We got to set up. If you're really that interested, we can set up a Zoom call and we can walk you through it. But that's if you're interested. If you are interested, you send me a Discord. It's investments and like it has to do with investments and retirement and all kinds of stuff. There's a whole bunch of things that you could do, but that's how I would describe it to you for right now without actually having you on a call where I could show you like spreadsheets and things like that. It is basically like there is a ginormous pot of money and I'm reaching in there and pulling out as much as I can, but I can't. The pot is so full that I'll never be able to pull out enough money. So what I'll have is I'll just hire like 10 other people to pull out money with me, and you guys get to keep a good chunk of your money, and I'll get like 20% just because I'm the one that put the pot in front of you. But you'll keep 80% or 10%. I don't even know what the split is, but it's insane. You guys keep a lot of your own money. I do stocks and all that already. Yeah, well, it's basically like that. It's basically like we are professionally. There's accounts and all kinds. If you're in stocks, just accept the Zoom call. Just let us talk you through a Zoom call, and you'll be like, "Damn, why the hell am I not doing this?" It's like that.
and everybody at chess.com, like I said.
What's up, Whalers?
For people that are saying it wasn't even that big of an event, there was a pretty big prize pool.
Yeah, the biggest thing is the prize pool, dude. The biggest thing is the fucking prize pool. The thing is, too, it's not even hours. It's like 35, 40 minutes. Yeah, it's like 40 minutes. And it's the position itself is part-time, so we're not required. You could still work the job you work whilst doing this part-time. It's up to you. You can put as much effort into it as you want. But anyways, that's not the point. The point is, This is chess, dude. No one gives a fuck. And the only reason people give a fuck is because of the prize pool, which would have mattered if he continued playing forward after cheating. He said a day after that, hey, I was cheating. Wolfie got to take his place. He got kicked out of the tournament. Tournament goes on. No money was lost. Not a single bit of money was lost. So, yeah, Ate, you could do it remote and you could keep your current job. And this is literally just like, it would be additional income for you. So it's pretty lucrative. It's pretty lucrative. It's really lucrative. You really have to join the Zoom. It's really hard. I don't want to spoil everything for you because I don't have the spreadsheets in front of me, but it's very lucrative. Very lucrative. Probably one of the most lucrative things you've ever done. Whalers, if you're over 18 whalers, you can get on this too. I need people to pull money out of the pot for me. No, it's not timeshares or pyramid schemes. It's strictly investments. It's actually federally managed, well, federally and state-owned, like regulated, federally and state-regulated investments. So it's like legitimate. The timeshare shit, you can buzz off with all that.
Yeah. There's a pretty big prize pool. I do think if I didn't think it was a big deal to take accountability, I wouldn't be doing this.
No, it's literally just like, we'll say this, okay? So the average return on your investments, if you have the best financial advisor ever, probably going to be around 8 to 10%. That's the best ever. Most people don't have the best financial advisor ever, so really you're going to get anywhere from 5 to 8%, and that's on your whole retirement account. With the company that we work for, we're averaging over you could call it 20 to 30 year time frame. We're averaging a 7.5, 0.8% return, guaranteed, 0% loss. You'll never lose your investment. It'll only go up, but because we can guarantee that you'll never lose your investment, we also have to cap your investment. So on the years you lose, you'll be at a 0% stack. On the years you gain, we'll have to cap you out at something. I think it's 13%. And so over the years, you're only going to gain. You're going to gain obviously the 13% or 10 or 9, whatever. But if you cap it on a 30-year time frame, you're going to average about 7-8%. But you'll never have any realized losses. For instance, with Edward Jones, the first year Trump the first year Trump had my account in the 401k that I had, it was a 33% gain on my high investment account, high investment return. So I had a 33% gain. That was in Edward Jones. There's no cap on what I could gain, but there's also no cap on what I could lose. So the next year when Joe Biden got elected, I lost all 33% of my gains. If I would have had the kind of account that World Financial Group actually uses, I would have not, that whole 33%, I would have kept it all, but the year that Biden went in, I would have been at a 0% loss. So I wouldn't have gained anything, but I also wouldn't have lost 33% like I did. So it's kind of something like that. It's along the lines of that. If you are interested in something like that, we could always get into the weeds about it, but for right now, it's not anything to scoff about. You're your own financial advisor? That's awesome. Is it all earning money, or you have to spend money to make money? You don't have to spend anything. It's really just time and your knowledge. So that's, I mean, if you want an account, it's one of those accounts that you obviously have to put money into and it grows over time. But if you're going to go for the more working side, just be knowledgeable. That's it. And be good with people. That's pretty much it.
So anyway, if anybody comes into chat and is abrasive or rude, don't defend me. You don't need to do that. It's all good. I deserve it, man.
That's such a cuck thing to say. I deserve it. I deserve to be shit talked. Shut up, dude. You're such a pussy. Shut up. Where are your principles? Where are your morals?
There you go. Hard time not reading chat. It's okay. It's okay.
I can't tell if this is a whole joke or charade because you joke a lot. I'm not joking. I'm actually not joking. If you're actually interested in that, we can get you on a Zoom call and we can give you more information. But what is the name of the financial thing? You talking about the company or are you talking about the accounts? I technically can't advertise the accounts because of the federal law that says you can't do that. But I will tell you about them. Oh, and I can't do that. Let me see. I'm not advertising you. I'm just telling you. How do you have that? So, this is what it is. It's basically using index strategies. Buzz off. So, it would be something along the lines of this. So, your investment goes up. It goes up 5%. So, it jumps up. If it's a 10% growth, you get 5%, whatever. But you see here, it goes down 20%. You would lose. Technically, you would lose quite a bit here. You're capped at 0, so you don't lose shit. But then it goes up the next year. It goes up 20%. You're capped at 10. You can't go higher than 10%. So this year it went up only 5. You get 5%. This year it goes down 20%. You get 0 because you're not going to lose anything. But then the year after that it goes up 20%. You only get 10 because we have to cap you. In order to guarantee that you don't go beneath your losses, in order to guarantee that you don't lose anything on a year that maybe will drop, we also have to cap your gains. So instead of you gaining 20% this year, you only gain 10. I'm not licensed, so technically I'm not telling you shit. Technically, I'm not selling you shit. I'm not even licensed. Don't listen to me. I'm not even licensed yet. Okay? But essentially, this is what it is. We're basically indexing. It's an index strategy. So essentially, you'll gain, for sure. You'll gain 100%. Like, you won't ever lose. Like this one right here where it goes down 20, you won't ever lose. But in order for you to never go under 0%, we've got to cap you. So depending on the actual... but depending on the actual index account that you get, your caps will be a little bit higher. They could be lower. It just really depends. So, see if I can find a better graph that I can actually show you. That's like a simplified graph. I want to see an actual graph. Here you go. So this is basically what it is. So in every investment you have, you've got 3 options. You got fixed, you have variable, and you have indexed. Fixed is fucking atrocious. If you're in any sort of like fixed investment, shoot yourself. Okay? In Minecraft. Shoot yourself in Minecraft. Okay? Variable is where you want to be if you're not an indexed. Variable means you'll gain here when it goes up, but you'll also lose some. And eventually you'll go back up, and then you'll lose, and you'll go back up. You'll lose, you'll go back up. That kind of is how it is. But this is a kicker right here. You want to be an indexed, okay? If you're in indexed, okay, when you go up, like here, when you go up, you stay there, okay? And then the year it goes down, you don't lose shit. Yeah, well, I don't know, dude. Fixed investments, yeah, it's like a long game. I get that, but it's still trash. And if you're compared to your other options, fixed investments is still trash. Even if you're going to wait 60 years, a lot of accounts are going to outperform a fixed investment account. Even if you're going to wait 30 to 40 years, it's still... Yeah, they're not the worst. There are some good fixed investment accounts, but overall, I'm not going to be... This would never be... If I'm going to choose between these 3, fixed would never be my first choice. We'll say it like that. Just from the short conversations we've had, you seem to have a high IQ and EQ. Kind of impressed. Very smart. Very kind of you. Very kind. Very, very kind of you. Definitely not a long game, but if you need the money, quick fix is good. Otherwise, you want your money in the market. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, fix should never be a long-term strategy. Yeah. Fixed is like... Yeah. I would never pick fixed. I'll just say that, okay? I would never pick fixed. If I'm going to do anything, it'd be variable or indexed. And after seeing I didn't know index was an option. My financial advisor never told me that. My financial advisor has me in variable accounts that are constantly going up and down. It's a high risk investment return portfolio. But the problem is with me is I have massive gains, but I also have massive losses. And so if you were to split up my investment account right now over 10 to 20 to 30 years, my gains are going to be somewhere between the range of 6 to 8% on average. That's what the AI for that specific, or for Edward Jones calculator is telling me that if you wait for, based on the trend line that we have for the past 6 years of your investments, you're going to be sitting around the ballpark at the time you want to retire. You're going to be sitting around 5 to 8% returns on average. Kind of sucks, okay? That's not even guaranteed. That's 5 to 8%. They can't even give me a guaranteed number, okay? Indexed is performing at a guaranteed about a 7.2% return. Guaranteed performing. That's if you copy the S&P 500. You always want to copy the S&P 500. Nothing will ever beat the S&P 500 over long term. It's just not going to happen. So ideally, you want an index fund that's copying the S&P 500 because the average return on that is going to be a guaranteed 7%. Now, if I'm going for variable, they can't guarantee me shit at all. They can't guarantee me nothing. And I know that because my variable one is trash. I gain 33%. I lose 33%. The year after that, I lost 21%, but then I went back up 19%. Year after that is like positive 5%. It's all over the place. And that's a conservative number. You're right. That is a conservative number for the index fund. That's a long-term average over 10. It's 10 years. That's a 10-year average. So if you weren't a little bit longer than that, where we had a good president who was able to keep the stock market afloat, kind of like Trump in his first 4 years, the stock market was insanely good. Something like that. I mean, the number goes up. So it just depends. Fix looks boring. I feel like I'm in school right now. Yeah. What are your variable investments? Just like random stocks? It's all kind of things. I mean, mutual funds. I can pull it up. I'm not going to show it on stream, but I'll pull it up and I'll read you what it's all in. It's nothing individual. It's going to be obviously. Let's see. I'm almost entirely invested in index funds. So index funds are not necessarily index strategies. Index strategies are going to be this. Index funds can be all sorts of things. Index funds could maintain variable, could have variable accounts within them. Hello? It says it doesn't recognize my user ID. Hello? If I'm Levelings can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but it's generally, I believe that's the difference between index funds and index strategies. So I'm in let's see, detailed view. I'm in about I would say, I don't know how much of this. A lot of my stuff is in mutual funds. The others, what percentage is this? The other percentage is sitting in exchange traded funds and closed end funds. So I would say I'm probably like half mutual, half exchange traded and closed end funds. Closed ended, whatever. Okay. I'm all in large cap though. This shit is so cringe, bro. Let me pull up the actual. I just want to show you the performance tab here. It's just insane. 2022, I had a negative 3% return. 2023, I had a positive 33% return. 2024, I had a 9% return. In 2025, year to date, we're averaging a 0.21% return, which is insane because last month I was averaging a plus 4% return. Yeah, index funds are variable. You will experience losses in index funds because index funds aren't necessarily index strategies. Index strategies would be something like index strategies would be something like an indexed universal life insurance. That would technically be your indexed strategy. Your index fund will contain a lot of variable stocks. The market trend for index funds averages out. The idea should be that you want the market experience ups and downs. Okay, an index strategy is that. An index strategy would be like a life insurance that is going to be tracking the, sort of like your index fund. Your index fund is tracking the S&P 500, but you're experiencing losses inside of your index fund. Okay? If you were in your universal life insurance, right, the IUL, but you were copying the S&P 500, sort of the same thing your index fund is doing, you'd be locked in on this strategy right here. Exactly. So the index strategy for what we're talking about right now is the IUL. You'd be locked in at this if you were in an index strategy because they can guarantee that you won't have any losses. But because of that, on a situation like this, yeah, index strategy is a market mirroring account. You would never experience a loss. Yeah, you don't experience it down. So like here, right? Here, if you in your index fund, you're going to experience this loss right here, okay? You're going to experience this loss. But you'll also experience this massive gain. So really, like you're saying, you just want to sit into the market and experience the ups and the downs. That's kind of what you want in a variable account. What if I told you though, hey, instead of experiencing this ginormous loss here, you don't have to. We can just take you from this peak, and then yeah, if it takes a year or 2 years, you won't have any losses here. So your account will stay the same, but you won't have any losses. So you won't lose money. But then when it starts going up again, you'll experience this gain. Does that make sense? You won't ever experience the loss. You see how you go past it and you experience the gains. And because the problem with that is though, and here's the catch, because it sounds like it's too good to be true that you're not experiencing any losses. The catch is, because you're not experiencing any losses, we can't guarantee you that you'll experience some ginormous like 33% gain like right here. This would be a ginormous gain for you, right? However, if we can guarantee that you won't experience any losses for these 2 years here, we also can't guarantee you that you're going to get a 33% gain. So depending on the IUL that you have, you might be capped out at a 13% gain. You'll never go below 0, but you'll never go above 13. So you kind of continue profiting within a certain margin. Definitely sounds too good to be true. Sounds more of a way to prevent loss of wealth, but not necessarily build it. You would think. You would think. It sounds like it's too good to be true. I believe I'm on the same boat as you. Okay. Now, whalers, you need to get into a Zoom meeting with me, or with Levelings, and we'll show you the actual breakdowns. Which companies use it, which companies don't. Like Levelings is saying, Nationwide and Pacific Life have been offering this account for over 40 years. There are accounts like this that have been around for a very long time. Almost all of your major companies offer this to all of their high-ranking CEOs. So, for instance, GM, the CEO of GM has an account just like this, where the company itself puts in $350,000 a year into this account just for him, and they grow that without any losses. So it's a middle ground. It's just like Leveling is saying. If you want to be risky, you can experience this 33% growth right here. You absolutely knock yourself out. Hey, the longer you're in, the more you experience those ups and downs, you might be able to pay off at the end, right? But for if you want something a little more stable, you can go here. So that way, like, let's say you retire at this point here, right? Let's say you retire here, right? And then you have what? This is probably what, 2-3 years down the line is when you hit another high point. So let's say you retired with your investments and you're expecting, 5 to 7% returns on your investment that you can live off of while you're retired. But the market's fucking completely nosedives like this. Just nosedives straight to the ground. And then now you end up losing anywhere from 0 to 20% of your investments because of a downward year. And you're retired, so you have no inward money coming in. Not good. Because now not only do you have to spend money to live, but now you're also losing money because you're in a variable interest or you're in a variable investment and your gains are going downwards, okay? So you have to wait. If you're retired like that, you have to wait until the market goes back up for your money to start gaining again, which means if you're retired, you're going to have to pull back a lot of your spending. But even if you pull back 100% of your spending, you're still losing money because that's the investment you're in. However, if you were in index funds or an index strategy, not index funds, if you were in index strategies, if I retire here and the market decides to take a massive nosedive, I could still, all the money I'd be losing would be the money that I'm spending, which is fair. Because we all know the market's going to go back up over time. The market always goes back up. It goes down, it goes up, it is what it is. But if I'm retired, I don't have to suffer this 20% loss. I'm at a 0% loss. So now all the money I'm losing between this high point and this one is money that I'm spending. And if I don't want to spend any of it, then all that means is the money's just sitting there. It's not losing anything. It's not gaining anything. It's a win-win. It's a middle ground, like he's saying. But when it goes back up, I get to experience that gain again. And here you get to experience that gain again as well. But now not only did you lose all the money you spent, you also lost all the money to investments. So who knows how much you spent during that time frame? But it's if I spent 100K during this time frame right here, and I also lost 20K or 20% of my investment, when it goes back up, yeah, you'll gain that loss back, but now you're gaining much less because you spent 100K during that time. If I spent 100K during this time, that's just 100K that I spent. I don't have any really losses there. That would be drastic here. If I spent 100K and lost 20%, it doesn't take what, that's simple math that if it goes back up, I'm going to have way less than if I didn't lose anything at all and spent 100K. You see what I'm saying? Instead of spending 100K for your yearly and losing 20%, you just spent 100K. So now that 20% that you lost doesn't exist. It goes back up. And it also, it's not like, hey, it's not like, oh, well, I'm spending 100K, but, you know, I lost that 20%, but it's going to go up 33% the next year. Like I would say this is a major drop to a major gain, right? Cool. That's whatever, right? But here, I spent that 100K, and I still get to experience the same growth you experience. It might not be to such a drastic measure, but you also lost a hell of a lot more than me. And so we both get to experience gain, but now it's a game that you're playing that, okay, did it drop enough, and did I save enough to where this point here is actually still profitable for me? Because I know for a fact this will still be profitable for me. Even if I spent 100K at a downward market, I know for a fact I'm still going to experience a gain later on. You not only spent the money, but you didn't experience a gain either. You experienced a loss on top of spending your money. I didn't experience anything. I just spent money. And then I experienced the same gain. That's a no-brainer. If I can experience all the gain, but no loss, even if my gains are limited to 13 or 10%, even if my gains are limited, I'm still winning compared to your investment. I'm still winning compared to a variable or a fixed. I still win. So really, this is a fund that you would want to, like, for instance, I want to be retired by 45, 100%. I'd prefer to be retired by 35, but that's just optimistic. I'm not a millionaire, so it's really not going to happen like that. But I'd like to be retired by 45, okay? If I want to retire at 45, that means I have a prospectual 20 extra 30 years. I don't know how long I'll live, but I have 20 to 30 more years of my life that I have to plan for so that I have money during that whole 30 years so I don't have to go back to work. And that would be dog shit if I live to be 70, 60, whatever years old, and then my variable, you know, let's say we get a Joe Biden in there and my stocks drop 33% when Joe Biden jumps in. If that happens to me and I'm 60 years old and it tanks my whole account and I have to go back to work at 60, oh, dog. Fuck you, dude. That is cringe. I'm not doing that. So why would I not go for a fund where, hey, I could still spend and live until the next high point in my account? And even in this index account, have you heard of Coastfire? No, what is Coastfire? But even if I knew the market was in a low turn, I could stop spending a little bit of money myself. Like, you know, for instance, let's say a Joe Biden gets in, right? And I go down 30, the whole market as a whole goes down 33%. My investments are safe at zero. They're not going to experience that loss. Fair enough. But I also know, hey, I don't know when the next gain's going to be, so I'm going to pull back my spending a little bit. Maybe I won't go on a trip to Costa Rica. Maybe I won't hop on a cruise. You know what I mean? Financial independence, retire early? Yeah. We'll see about that. I'll look into that for you, Whalers. We'll look into that together, Whalers. Why don't you, how about this? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm on. But Whalers, you seem like you're very smart financially. You should hop on a Zoom call with me, and we could talk about all these strategies together. You could tell me your ideas. I could tell you mine. It's a win-win. All right, whatever. I gotta go, dude. I don't know. I've just been talking way too long. Anyways, Ate, if you want to get in on that, let me know. Ate, if you want to get in on that, let me know. Do we even get to watch all of this guy's apology?
I fucked up. Bad.
I honestly, this whole thing is just annoying to me. Chess, cheating on chess is not, it's not a big deal, dude. And even the prize pool, if he would have gone through and won the prize pool, then I see. But he literally admitted it a day later and didn't even get, like, the prize pool. The guy he cheated against took his place back in the tournament, and he got kicked out. And he didn't even see the prize money, so it's like, dude, it's not even that big of a deal, dude. I wouldn't have even apologized. I'd been like, yo, my bad. Anyways, we're playing Arc Raiders today. That would have been my whole thing. Anyways, I need you to play Oblivion today. That probably won't happen, but Scoom will be on. Scoom will be on later. Scoom will be on. So, we might watch Scoom later, so. Anyways, I'm out of here.